Hi everyone. I just had a very frustrating time watching Terrifier 2. I'll explain why, okay, and as I go on with this review. First of all, I'll get this much out of the way. Yes, I think it's better than the original Terrifier, which isn't really hard to be because the first one had nothing going for it except a lot of gore. This one continues a lot of gore, a lot of more over the top stuff. Believe me, it's really vile, it's really disgusting. It's completely extreme in the carnage that it shows you. That's what we're coming to expect from the Terrifier series. But there's a problem with this thing. This thing is like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and that's a mistake right from the get go. I mean, if a movie works and it's okay at 2 hours and 20 minutes, it doesn't matter how long it is. It could be 3 hours. It doesn't matter if it's working. This particular movie, a slasher like this, unfortunately, as I feared going into it, it kind of overstays its welcome a little bit. Now, the reason I said this is a frustrating review is because when I first was watching the movie, I loved the beginning. I loved the opening. I liked the first 10, 15 minutes. It really was going good. And as we got into the characters and so forth, you know, basically a brother and a sister and their really annoying mother. There were characters in there to be invested in and to just have an interest in more than just the carnage. And we have the crazy Art the Clown coming back again. And the frustration is that it was really getting good. I said to myself, I think this is going to be a good slasher film. So as I'm watching this thing for the first half of it, I'm thinking this could be a 3 out of 4 star movie for me. And as it went on and we got past the endurance part, it just started getting more and more ridiculous. I started going from a 3 star to a 2.5 star, and ultimately winding up with a 2 star, 2 out of 4, just as fair. And the reason for this is because it takes you all over the place. And I hate movies of this kind where you don't know what's real, what's a dream. It doesn't explain itself. How come this is happening? I thought that just happened. Why is this going on? But that doesn't make sense because that happened. I can't stand that. It's all right if a movie does that, confuses you, as long as by the time you're done at the end credits, you know and made sense of everything. I think this series, the Terrifier series, is going to gradually explain more and more about the origins of Art the Clown, and we're going to learn more and more why he does what he does. But I'm sorry, as you're watching them, it certainly is entertaining from a crazy, perverted, sick horror fans' point of view. It's entertaining to watch Art the Clown do his stuff. I mean, he's a really good villain. His expressions are priceless. His mannerisms are really fun. And what he does is really creepy and really revolting, which is what you're here for. That's all. Art the Clown is not the problem. The problem is what are they doing with him, and is this guy a human? Is he not a human? How does he endure all this stuff? For that matter, forget about Art the Clown. How in the world do all his victims live so long? That's one of the big criticisms I had with both of these. These people get chopped, sliced, mutilated, destroyed. They get their eyes gouged out. I could go through a lot of details. They get all kinds of things pulled out of them, yet they're still alive for a long time. I've never seen victims like this live so long. It's ridiculous. It's just too far. Nobody could live that long. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. And by the time we got to the end, there were too many things that didn't come together. It didn't make any sense, and especially with the leading girl. I won't say too much about the leading girl, but what happens to her at the end and how she's able to overcome it over and over. There's too many climaxes. There's too many times getting up and being rejuvenated. I don't understand it. So this was a good looking movie, the first half of it, and then it went down to just a fair movie. I hope I was going to say Terminator. I hope Terrifier 3 is better, but we're going on a right track here. I kind of like this better than the first one. So after everything I told you with all the problems, the hits and misses, I got to take it down to 2 out of 4 for Terrifier 2. Thanks, everybody.